So if I stand, because I will be standing, just make sure. Okay, that looks good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, something's off. Okay, well, it's here though. It's bothering me.
Let me know what you're doing. When I do it myself, it's tricky.
There, at least like you're in the middle of the.
Okay.
Is that good? I know Shay's planning on getting on.
Yeah, she was calling.
Let me see if I can cut this fan off.
If you can't, don't worry. I'll just try to speak
Okay.
loudly.
And then I'll cut out all this at the beginning. The recording is
Oh,
on.
you mean the yes,
Settings.
okay. So should I just start right at 10? I mean, I can't see if people are coming on. So
If somebody comes on, you probably will see it.
okay.
Yeah, so see
Okay.
there.
Hi Shay.
But do you want to be big? Or do you care?
I don't really care because
Okay.
I don't really look at my
Okay. You don't pay attention. Okay.
so that doesn't really matter. I hate to start and then
Yeah.
people talk. That's probably what I'm gonna do. So.
Okay. So Shay, can you hear Linda okay from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just turned the volume up as well, so.
Okay. I'm gonna try to cut this fan
Okay.
off.
Yeah, the fan in here, Shay, is really loud, so I just want to make sure, I can be heard. Especially if I'm lying down and my face is like
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can't hear, I'll type into the chat and Kendra can see it, hopefully.
Oh, okay, yeah, so Kendra can see it, because I usually am not, I'm really small on the screen once everybody's on, so I really can't see. I
Yeah.
can see the chatting happening, but it's so far away, I can't.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, hey, thank you for your response yesterday. I'm so glad that, you got that taken care of. Oh, thank you. Yay, it's going.
I just had to remember to turn it back on.
Okay, okay. Oh, are you feeling any better, Shay?
I do feel some better. I don't feel really back to normal, but better than I have been feeling over the past few months. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And I'm coughing a lot less, which means I'm sleeping more.
Yeah. It's exhausting, isn't it, when you just cough and cough and cough? Yeah.
It was driving me crazy.
Yeah.
And the pulmonologist gave me some codeine cough medicine, so I could sleep at night, but you don't want to take that all day because then you're stupid.
Yeah.
So, but the nebulizer, even though it's not fun, really has helped.
Yeah. Did they put you on prednisone too for the inflammation or not?
Yeah, I had 3 different rounds of prednisone.
Oh, I don't know how you stood it. I don't tolerate that well. So do you tolerate that pretty well?
It was funny. The pulmonologist kept asking me, could you tell any difference when you were on the prednisone? Well, no.
Oh, wow. Well, you're really lucky because it makes me crazy. I'm like the Tasmanian devil. I just can't tolerate it.
Well, yeah, I was so cranky and irritable anyway that, it probably didn't make any difference.
Yeah.
But
your poor husband, right?
yeah, really.
Well, we have just a few more minutes. I want to see if somebody else pops on in the next minute, and otherwise we'll get started. So.
Okie doke.
And
I'm gonna.
I can't see you and I can't see the chat, but at the end you can certainly ask questions, or you can send me an email if there's anything you want me to add at some point or try at another session.
I'm on the floor.
Yeah, I won't see you if you're on the floor, but that's fine. It's all about you just working with your body and your breath. So.
When John is exercising in the exercise room, and so I'm in the den, and so I brought the dog down here because she'll get anxious if we're all like not around.
Yeah. Oh no, that's fine. Just remember to mute your screen.
Yeah.
Usually Kendra does that, but she's not in here. I'm using her computer. So anybody who pops on, if they start, dogs barking or light switching or whatever.
Yeah. When we get ready to start, I will mute. Yeah, because last time she did bark and the phone rang. So.
Yeah. All right, well, it looks like at this point, it's just the two of us. It's a little past 10 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're ready. So welcome everyone to Bon Air Christian Church Yoga with Linda. I'm Linda, and I'm so grateful to have you here this morning or whatever time you're viewing this video, this YouTube. You can see I'm in the choir room and I love being here. I finally get to be at church and do a yoga session, which has been quite a while. So very grateful to be here. So this is our second week of our February theme, which is love and loving kindness to self and others. So today's practice, we are going to begin seated, but then we will move to a slow flow with breath, and then a little bit of balance, and then we'll do more of a yin practice as we close. The yin practice will involve holding poses for 2 to 3 minutes. So during that time, once you're settled in, you want to try not to move any part of your body, but if you do, that's fine. So as always, please remember if there's pinching or burning or great discomfort, please discontinue with the pose and find a pose that works for you. Maybe you just come back to a seated breath or supine, lying on your back, where you're just breathing and listening to your own heartbeat. So seated with your hands face down, so palms down on your knees. Today will be more of a nurturing class, and a class where we have a little bit of introspection. So with eyes closed, consider, what is it that you do for self-nurture? What is it that you do for self-care? What is it that you like to do for self-love and self-acceptance? So hopefully today in our practice, we can reach all of those: nurturing, self-acceptance, love, and self-care. So we'll begin our practice today with one round of Om, and you can just listen or you can join in with me. Om is the universal sound of love, among many things. So we'll inhale to chant, big breath in. Finding a nice tall seat, spine reaches for the earth, the crown of the head reaches for the heavens, belly button is tucked in towards the spine, shoulders back down away from the ears. Draw the shoulder blades together, lifting the heart. Bring palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer offering. Tuck the chin slightly. Take a nice deep breath in and exhaling out through the nose. Finding stillness, finding silence within. Reaching inward for gratitude and love, self-acceptance, and nurturing, compassion for self and others. On our next inhale, we're going to inhale and open the arms wide. Big breath in. As you exhale, round and contract, bringing your right arm, your right hand over your left shoulder, left hand over the left shoulder. Squeeze and tuck the chin. Lifting the heart, belly button knitted into the spine. Give yourself a nice big hug. On your next breath, open the arms wide. Exhale, opposite side. We're going to do this in rhythm of a 4 count breath. So open wide, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come back in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, arms wide, 4. Exhale, opposite sides, 3, 2, 1. Last one, open wide, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remain here and follow your own breath. And take a moment just to feel what that little bit of activity has created in your body, the sensations you feel. You hug yourself a little bit tighter. On your next exhale, bring your palms back down to your knees, sitting nice and tall. If you need to switch legs, which is always a good idea, we're going to do just a little breath exercise. Go ahead and switch your legs, seated nice and tall. Palms come down to the knees. Nice tall seat. We're going to breathe in for 4, hold it gently at the top, and out for 4. So imagine that you're breathing in through your left nostril and out through your right, and then in through your right and out through your left, even though you're using both nostrils. So see if you can imagine what this channeling one side and the other looks like. So inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. So following this same breath count, we're going to do a slow flow. So leaning back and putting the weight on one hip or the other. Turn over on all 4s. Get onto your feet and walk to the top of your mat. If you were on a blanket, fold your blanket up. So finding the top of your mat. Feet are underneath the hips, shoulders back and down away from the ears. Give yourself a little wiggle, maybe shake out the arms, shake out the knees, shake your feet out if your feet were a little bit crunched up. Coming back, feet under the hips. We're going to do a flow. So we're going to do to the count of 4. As we inhale, we usually rise. As we exhale, we usually fold. So following my count, here we go. Inhale, rise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, gently bend the knees and begin folding forward. 3, 2, 1. Drop the head. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, half lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly come back down. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, push into the feet as you inhale, rise. 3, 2, 1. Arms rise. 3, 2, 1. Palms come together. Exhaling down to heart center. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, half lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, forward fold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, push into the feet to rise. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms rise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, palms together, down towards heart center. 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, arms rise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, half lift. Crawl your hands up your knees. 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3. Come back down. 2, 1. Bend the knees. Inhale, push into the heels. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms together. Exhaling back to center. 1. Bring your arms by your sides, shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Lift your heart. One more flow, coming down to our knees. So inhale, arms rise. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your palms on the mat, bending your knees. Step back your right leg and your right knee to the mat. Your left leg, your left knee to the mat. Staying on all fours here. We're going to do cat-cow. You can either put the tops of your feet on the mat or you can curl your toes, whatever is best for you. Finding a flat back. We'll start our cat-cow. So we're going to lift the tailbone as we inhale for 4. Drop the belly, lift the head. 1, exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Inhale, 4, lift the tail, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. Lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. 2 more, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Last one, inhale, tailbone, belly, head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Come back to tabletop. If your toes were tucked, untuck them. Slowly walk your hands back. Place your palms on your knees or on your thighs. Sit nice and tall. And just take a few breaths here to experience what your body has created, the energy inside. We're going to go into a little balance exercise now. So coming up on all fours. We're going to straighten out the right leg, lift the right leg behind you, point your toes down so your hips are square, and you can stay here, or your left arm comes out in front of you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, left arm comes down, right knee comes down. Same breath. So find your left foot, stretch your left leg out, lift the left leg, square the hips. If you like, you can stay here and breathe, or you can send your right arm out, thumbs up to the sky, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1. Really stretch opposite sides. 3, 4. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4. Bring your right arm down, your left knee down. And gently walk yourself back to that seated position. You can even curl the spine a little bit before you sit in your tall seat. If this hurts your knees, you don't have to sit this way. You can open them or just sit straight. Our next balance will also be on hands and knees. So coming back to tabletop, straighten out your right leg. So you're going to have hips, knees under the hips, palms under the shoulders, right leg straighten out. Maybe flex that foot a little bit with your toes curled. Flatten your right foot. Bring your right foot to the left side of your mat. Inhale, arm rises. 3, 2, 1. As we exhale, bring your arm over the top of your head, pushing opposite sides. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to the top. 2, 1. So stay here, or if you want, lift your right leg, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. As we exhale, push everything down opposite sides. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arm rises, leg rises. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, leg comes down, arm comes up and over. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right arm comes up. 3, 2, 1. Right arm comes down. 3. Right knee comes down. Opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left leg comes out. Maybe rock it a few times just to give yourself a little stretch there. Knit your belly button to your spine. Inhale, center. Bring that left foot flat to the right edge of your mat. Inhale for 4. Left arm rises. 2, 1. Exhale. Reach that left arm up and over. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. You can stay here, or you can add your left leg. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the foot, reach out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more left. 2, 1. Last exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left arm up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, left arm comes down to the mat. Left knee comes down to the mat. Bring your big toes together. Open up your knees as far as you would like and push back into child's pose. So find where it is comfortable for you just to take a moment of breath and relaxation. So you might find that your breath has sped up just a bit. So as you're in child's pose, breathe deep into the low back. So see if you can get your breath to find its lowest point in the lungs and really expand that low back. As you exhale, let it go. On your next exhale, plant your palms, slowly catwalk backwards, bringing the knees together, shifting your weight to one hip or the other. We're going to come and take a nice little relaxed position on our back. So get down on your back as is best for you. There are many ways, but I like to get there from my side. So make any adjustments you need to. Shoulder blades are touching the mat, the back of the head, the hips, with your knees bent. Take a few breaths here. Rest your hands on your belly. So maybe on your ribs, maybe below the ribs. If you like, you can even place your hands on your heart for a moment, just feeling your heartbeat. Sending love to your heart. Sending love to those who are in your heart. On your next exhale, stretch out your right leg and then your left leg, your right arm overhead, your left arm overhead, and really reach opposite sides of the wall, maybe flexing your feet, making circles with wrists and ankles one way and then the other way. Bring your arms back to your sides, bend your right knee and then your left knee. Both feet are flat on the floor. We're going to do our figure 4. So right knee comes into the chest. Right ankle is placed over the left knee. On our inhale, we lift and bring the leg towards us and slowly lower back down to the mat. And we're here for 2 to 3 minutes. Once you've found your edge, you can relax your feet, relax your left leg, and we're here. If this is too much for you, you can let your left foot be on the mat and take your right hand and just press your knee a little bit away from you. This also gives you a nice hip opener. Otherwise, our figure 4, Sucharandrasana, is very advantageous for sciatic issues. Maybe with every exhale, you really let go of tension in your jaw, in the face, in the neck, the shoulders. Maybe you find that you're really holding on to some muscle action in one leg or the other, and you just let that go with your exhale. And as we proceed in practice today, you might ask yourself, how much silence do I allow myself each day? And in our silences, we actually seek conversation with God. And we don't need to say anything. God hears our hearts. He knows our every being, every little tiny part of us. And we can just silently be in the presence of God. And this is what self-nurture and self-care means to me. Allowing myself the time to find quiet and peace, an opportunity to just listen. So from here, we're going to take a twist to the left side. So on your next exhale, lower your left foot to the mat. Keep your position with your right leg as it is. If you find this is too much for you, you can remove that and just stack your knees on top of each other. So I'm going to do it this way first. So inhale, center. As you exhale, allow your left knee to move towards the side of your mat and that right foot to come down to the floor. So if you're hanging up in the air a little bit, you might need a prop to place underneath your foot. So we're twisting from the mid-body line downward. And our top body line from midline up is flat on the mat. And that's our twist. If that's too much for you, you unwrap your legs and just let your knees fall to one side. So find what's comfortable and works best for you in terms of how much tension or activity you want to feel. There's no right or no wrong. There's just what your body needs. So breathing in and out through the nose. Again, take this time to find some stillness. If you find that your right leg is moving in towards your body and you want it pushed away, just take your left hand and gently place it on the thigh and push it a little bit away from you. And you can play with these sensations. You can pull that right thigh towards you. You can push it a little bit away from you and just feel what that does in the area of the right hip and in your twist. If at any point it's too much tension, then you come out of that pose, or you minimize the pose in a different way, as we spoke about. So nice breaths in through the nose, maybe going all the way down through the belly, so your belly feels full like Buddha, and exhaling through the nose. Following your own breath here. Relaxing the foot, the legs. Allowing that ligament that joins muscle to bone to just really stretch and open up. We're here for just a few more breaths. If you feel tension, let everything go. Remind yourself to let go. It's not about holding on to anything. When we do let go, we create space to invite all of the good things into our lives. Positive energy, love, light. On your next exhale, flex your left foot, get strong in your left leg. Maybe your left hand or arm allows or helps pull, bring that left leg back straight. Sit here for a moment, make some adjustments. Hug your right knee into your chest. Stretch it out as you exhale. Stretch out your arms overhead. Left leg stretches out. And bring both arms back. Bend both knees. Bring the feet to the floor. We're going to go to the other side. Left knee comes into the chest. Take 2 breaths here at your own pace. There's a lot of movement that takes place when we're holding our poses for a while. So flex your left foot, grab your left ankle, place it over your right knee. Inhale, center, lift up and grab behind your right thigh, interlace those fingers and slowly come back down to your mat. Your feet are flexed. Once you find the tension you would like, go ahead and relax your feet and relax your right leg. Again, if this is too much for you, you bring that left foot to the mat and take your right foot to the mat and take your left hand and just place it gently on your left thigh to push away from, or maybe pull towards your body. So you can play with that action until you find where you would like to be. So remember, when we're in a pose for 3 minutes or so, we really like to be at a level of tension on a scale of 1 to 10 at about a 4. So we know there's some activity there, but we're not hurting ourselves. We're just allowing for strengthening and for space and length, creating length in our ligaments and tendons. Really opening up that space for oxygen, for energy, for better blood flow. I'm so grateful that you are here today, taking the time to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself. And when we take care of ourselves, we in turn can then take care of others. When we're depleted, we don't have the energy and we don't have the love to take care of others. Even though we may want to, we really don't have much to give. So today you're filling up your bucket. Breathing in and out through your nose, just allow the energy to flow in. And as you release your breath, allow that energy of thoughts and feelings that you don't need just to escape, just to move on somewhere else. If you feel tension somewhere in your body, relax even further on your exhale. We're not here to look a certain way, but we're here to feel what is happening in our body, in our mind, in our spirit. Two more breaths here. So preparing to come into our twist, we're going to drop our right foot to the mat. The left leg remains where it is, or if that was too much of a twist for you, you can untwist that leg, bring that foot down to the mat, and slowly allow both knees to fall to the right side of the mat. If you were happy in figure 4 and you can bring your left foot now towards the mat and your right knee towards the mat, go ahead and slowly and gently allow your foot to come down to the mat or floor. Maybe your right hand comes over to the inside of the thigh and pushes that left leg a little bit more away from you. Maybe you want to move it a little bit more towards you because you like how that sensation feels. They both give different results. Left arm comes out to the side, or left arm can go overhead. It's your choice. So kind of play around a little bit until you find what you like, what gives you a nice twist, and then stay there. Again, as you exhale, release your tension. Let go of thoughts that weigh you down. Let go of stories that you've told yourself or others have told you that are about you. All the shoulds in your life that have been imposed on you. All of the dialogue, the self-dialogue that you've had with yourself about how you should be and what you should be. Just let it all go. In yoga, there are no shoulds. There's just being. There's just acceptance. There's gratitude, and there's love. Just 2 more breaths here, really relaxing everything in your body. Release any tension you feel. And preparing to come out of this pose, flex your right foot, flex the right leg. Slowly push into your mat with your heel as you exhale and bring your legs back to center. And stay here for just a moment. Your next inhale, bring your left knee into the chest and extend your right leg. Extend your left leg, bringing both arms up overhead, really stretching opposite sides. When you're ready, shift your weight and roll over onto your belly. So we're coming into Sphinx Pose. So Sphinx Pose, you're on your belly. Your feet are flat on the mat. Your hips are pressing into the mat a little bit. So you're engaging. We're going to engage before we release. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. If you find that's too much tension in your low back, you can reach forward a little bit. So find out where you want to be in this pose. And we're only here for about a minute. This is our counter pose to all of the bending and twisting we just did. So press the tops of your feet into the mat. Tighten your glutes, pushing that pelvic bone into your mat. And just look straight ahead, or you can look down at your mat. Take some nice deep belly breaths. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling 4. Relax everything. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Your next inhale, slowly allow your hands to come down and your left cheek, place it on top of whichever hand you have on top. And let everything just go, relaxing here. And breathe at your own pace. And just notice what it feels like, the difference from lying on your back to lying on your belly. Acknowledge where your bones are touching the mat. Acknowledge where your flesh is touching the mat. Maybe it's uncomfortable for you. Maybe you have a large chest or a large belly and you think, oh, this is not so comfortable. You can always use a pillow or a block to raise yourself. Just become aware of how you feel, and are you able to let go of all tension? So on our next inhale, we're going to gently lift the head and place our cheek on our hand, looking the opposite way. So inhaling to rise. Exhale, look over towards your left side and place your cheek down on your hand. And really just let everything go here. On your next inhale, bring your head back to center, push into your palms, come back to Sphinx. And one more time, we're going to roll over onto our back, and we're going to, as our last pose before Shavasana, we're going to do waterfall, which means your legs will be up in the air. So you can also place your legs up against a wall. So roll over to one side or the other, and then gently roll over onto your back. One more time, bend your knees. Now I have a block here because I like to be on a block for waterfall, but you don't have to be. So waterfall simply is when you lift one leg up and then the other leg up, and you're here. It's easier for me if I have a block. It's also easier if I'm up against a wall. Knees do not have to be, legs do not have to be straight. You can just have nice gentle bends in your leg. If it does bother you to have your legs lifted, then I want you to walk your feet out to the edges of your mat and bring your knees in, kissing one another, and just remain in this pose while the rest of us are in waterfall. So to get to waterfall, the feet come back hip distance apart, push into your heels, place your block underneath. I use the smallest or lowest side underneath your hips. Shoulders are rolled underneath, and slowly lift one leg and then the other. And make some adjustments as you need to. Some people like to hold their block. Some people like their arms to the side, and sometimes just resting on your belly. So we're here for about 2 minutes. Breathing in and out through the nose. So in yoga, we always do some type of inversion. And this is a supine inversion. So rather than standing up and doing a forward fold, which is an inversion, we're kind of doing the opposite. If you try this against the wall, you scoot your cheeks or your bum up to the wall as close as you can, bend your knees and get your legs up on the wall, and then scoot closer so that your cheeks are touching the wall. And then you just let them rest there. And this is a very nurturing pose. If it's hurting you at all, then of course you don't do it. So while here, our last pose before Shavasana, find some stillness, find some quiet. Bring some love into your heart. Bring some gratitude into your heart. Say thank you to every cell in your body for the hard work that it does. Without even any recognition or mindfulness on your part. Just a few more breaths here. So preparing to come out of this pose. On your next exhale, bring your right foot down towards the mat. Right foot touches. Bend that left knee gently, bring that down to the mat. If you were up on a block, push into your heels, lift the block away and slowly lower. If you're not, you're already there. If your feet were out to the outer edges of your mat with your knees touching, just bring your feet, wiggle them back in slowly so they're hip distance apart. Stretch out that right leg and stretch out your left leg. Stretch both arms overhead and really, really wiggle and stretch opposite sides. Bring both arms down by your side with eyes closed. And to really even nurture ourselves a little bit more, place your palms on your heart, if you like, on your rib cage or on your belly. Feel your breath rise and fall. every inhale, breathe in love. With every exhale, spread it to those in your life. Exhale and spread it to those who are closest to you. Inhaling love and exhaling love. And as you breathe in and out through the nose, become aware of any visual picture that you may have of what love is to you. And hold it for a moment and then exhale it out. And when you exhale it out, exhale with the intention of sharing that love. Moving beyond self, as far out as you can possibly reach. And when you're ready, bend your right knee and then your left knee, bringing both feet to the floor. Shift your hips to one side or the other. Roll over onto your side. Into the fetal position. If you have a block, you might want to place it underneath your head. We give gratitude for self-love and for nurturing. We give gratitude and thanks for those in our lives who have touched our hearts, who have opened our eyes to love and to light and to life. On your next exhale, if you would like, plant your palms and push your way back up to seated. If you prefer to stay where you are, please do that. And we'll end our practice today with one round of Om. So seating nice and tall, bring the palms together at the heart. We will chant together with one deep breath. Deep breath in to chant. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Breathe in love and breathe out love throughout your day and throughout your week and the whole month of February. Namaste. Goodbye.